Hello students, this is VIII, your English teacher. Okay, so the topic that I have taken up today is English language and the specified topic is adjective. Okay, I hope that you all would have remembered what adjective is. So just let's get back and do some revision about it. Okay, adjectives as you would have studied right from class 1st till class 7th and now once again in class 8 you have the same topic, that is adjective. But in every classes that you read the same topic but something or the other is added to it. Suppose till the primary classes you would have studied about just the adjective, what it is. But now in a very wide manner you will be studying about the comparison of adjective. So, before going to the comparison of adjective, let's get with the revision. Let's understand what exactly adjective is. Okay, according to the definition of adjective, adjectives are words that describe noun or you can say the pronoun. Now see, noun is something that tells you the name of a person, place, animal or a thing. Okay. At the same time, if we talk about pronoun, pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. Okay? So, some or the other way, pronoun is interconnected to noun. So, we are using adjectives to describe noun as well as pronoun at the same go. Suppose, in this picture you are seeing that there are different adjectives that is used. Suppose the first one is hesitate. Second is anxious, satisfied, eager, joyful, ashamed. These are different adjectives that you can say. Or you can say they are reflecting the different state or different emotions or different abstract view of this particular noun or you can say a pronoun. Because in these all states, in these all pictures you can see that this is a living being. And what is it? Either a girl is there or a boy is there, okay? And girl and a boy, we know both of them are noun. And the category for this is your common noun, okay? So, some or the other way, this is a noun. And now what is it describing? It's describing that actually what is happening. If you see in this second picture, there is a girl. On top of it, it's written anxious. That means the current state or in the current scenario that she's feeling is anxious. She's full of anxiety. Something is there that she is so much troubled about, okay? So who is troubled? The basic question that should come to your mind is, who is troubled about it? The girl is troubled. And suppose if I say or if I give a specific name, if I say Ria is anxious, then Ria is what? Ria is your noun. Okay. So, the same manner I would just like to tell you that there are different modes or different terminologies that describe the state of noun in which it is. And that is what? Something that is describing the state of noun is your adjective. Okay. Now, coming to the word adjectives of comparison. Now, before I talk about this, I would just like to highlight the word comparison. If we talk about comparison, we know comparison means to compare or to do something like something you are comparing or you're taking up two or three or a group of things to compare whether the thing is good or whether the thing is bad. Okay, there is a set of mindset or there is a set of opinion that you give towards anything and that is your comparison. Now, when we are talking about comparison or we can talk about adjectives of comparison, okay, basically there is three types of adjectives or you can say basically there is three types of comparison that is used in adjectives. The first comparison is your positive degree. The second comparison is your comparative degree. The third is your superlative degree. Okay, after every form we are using the term degree because we are comparing that what actually the noun is about. what actually the state of noun or what actually the size of noun is there. So we are using degree, okay. Degree is always used to compare. So we are using positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Now, if in this picture, if you see this picture of a fish, okay, there is a normal fish, then there is a fish that is a bit small than the first one, bit larger than the first one, and the third one is the largest, or you can say the size of the last fish is one of the biggest, okay. So now, if we are stating this or if we categorize it into different degrees, then big, okay, the word big, it will fall under positive degree, bigger will fall under comparative and biggest will fall under superlative, okay. Now, the second part is, if you look towards the third example, that is the girl, okay, then what it is stating, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, we'll be discussing about the rules later on, but before I switch to the rules, just try to understand that there are different categories of words even that is used, okay. So here there is a word that is used is beautiful, more beautiful and most beautiful. Okay, coming to the rules. Now, look into this word. If we peep into this word, that is your big, okay. Big is a single word with a single meaning, okay, whereas if we go for beautiful, if we start dissociating or if we start separating this word beautiful, okay, then beauty is a word with another meaning and full is a word with another meaning. That means beauty carries a different meaning and full carries a different meaning. And when you are bringing both of these words together, it forms beautiful, okay. So now what is actually happening over here, that any word that is formed with the help of two different words or two words having different meaning, in such sort of a word, what are you going to add? You are going to add more for the comparative degree and most for the superlative degree. Okay, hear this once again. The word that is made up of two different meanings. Suppose beautiful is there, okay. Beautiful is made up of two words. The first word is beauty and the second word is full. They both have different meanings, but when they are combined together, they form a single meaning, that is beautiful. So such sort of a word which is made up of two different words with different meanings, okay. Then in front of such words we are using more for the comparative part and most for the superlative part. Okay. Now, in front of every superlative degree, okay, in front of every superlative degree, suppose here if you see biggest, smallest, okay, every degree will be carrying the in front. You will be writing CHE the, and then you will be adding whatever the superlative degree is. That is, suppose if you are talking about big, then you will be writing the biggest. You will be adding big, the in front of biggest. Matlab, the superlative degree has to be continued by the. Okay, the main word should be there. The should be there. It should be added as a prefix. Okay, the same thing follows over here with the comparative part. In the terms of comparative degree, what we do, we always add than. Okay, we always add than as a suffix part. Moving to the next rule. Suppose if you are writing any adjective with the word, suppose patient is given over here. So you need to add ly in front of it, okay, and then wherever y is added, any letter that ends with y, you will be adding I to it. Suppose if we talk about easy, okay, easy ends with the alphabet y, so we are adding I to it. and then we are writing I-L-Y. See, in normal term, or if normal word is given, instead of like the ending word is not Y, C or O-R, O-W, all these words are not there, then you will simply add L-Y to it. But if I is given or if any other word is given, you will be adding up I-L-Y. Specifically for the letters that is ending or the word that is ending with letter Y, you will be adding I-L-Y to it. Now, for this next part, that is your C. Okay, any word that is ending with alphabet C, you will be adding A-double-L-Y in front as the suffix part. Any word that ends with the alphabet C will be added with A-double-L-Y. Okay. Now, there are even some exceptions to it. But before we go to the exception, there is one more rule to it, that any word that ends up with OW, okay, any word that ends with OW will be added, the suffix will be added to it will be ER. Suppose if I give you the example of flow, okay, if I give you the example of flow, the word is flow, then if we talk about the comparative degree, it will be slower. That means ER will be added to it. Now, talking about the exceptions. See students, in language we mostly have exceptions. Exception will be there in language. So, the exception for adjective is, the first exception to it is good will be termed as better. The superlative degree will be best. For bad, the comparative degree is worse. The superlative degree is worse. So these are some different words. There are some specific words which do not follow with the same pattern that we have studied earlier, but they have a different word. Suppose for good you are not going to write gooder, goodest, but what you will be taking up, that is your better, best. For bad you are not going to do badder, baddest, but you will be writing up worse, worst. So I hope students you would have understood this. If there is any problem, please do type in the text box. Thank you.